This is the year Abba loves his biz. Brave hearts are aware we have no fear. We got to care, 7 sisters are pair. The Galactic is all the cheer. Kingdom today is the way. For the gate, we are late. We unite on state. In our flame, galactic scanner, we no longer damn it. Curse is in rebirth. I'm winding this birth. Here in rehearse, eagles the work. I'm a captain, thunder clapping. As the rapping, it's almost happened. All that happens with no scripture. Satan can't get you. Eagles electric. Cane will scorch and able to sort. In such grace, takes first place. Lion cape, curly cape, cosmic stated. I said, yeah. Yes, you are, to Yahweh, brightens our days, all kinds of ways, just the truth. Back to my youth, spiritual gift, we never quit, know the fist, angry to sit, breathing deep, that's how we keep, energy to seek, rats feet, north snow, don't explode. Keep it upright, not uptight. Christ is light, our morning star. Shining far, farther than not. Serious God, he is a star. Blue ray of creation. Unite the nations, 10 commandments. One commander, enough of the slander. That's what's it, go to fill. Speak easy, not sleazy, pillow talking all the talk the talk and walk the walk to meet the destiny, not to the speed, I cannot see, spirits awake, Christ won't forsake, eagles and eagles, strong like eagles, flying the lies, Lord of the flies, look to the skies, galactic flybys, deep dive 5D will arrive, peace.
Discovering you as a whole, all right? And for a long time, this is something that it's like something has been overlooked for a long time now. And it's now being celebrated because people are starting to, y'all see how this flame going crazy? Okay, because people have started to awaken to these treasures, these hidden gifts, okay, these hidden gems that you have always possessed. And it's like these talents that you carry quietly are gifts, okay? These are gifts that you nurture in silence. I'm getting like behind the scenes, you have been working on something. You have been like, I'm getting internal work though. I'm literally getting like working on your soul, working on your craft. Okay. And like it has been like you have nurtured and cultivated your gifts and you have worked on your soul and it is now shining bright. Okay, it's shining through brightly. Okay, and it can no longer be ignored. Spirit is saying your greatness, your gifts, your talents, it simply cannot be ignored at this point. All right, your energy is being recognized across the world, across distances. Okay, and it's like it's like your talents have grown a lot of popularity. Okay, something you doing, all right, is magnetizing people towards you at this time because the talents and gifts that you embody, that you carry, is very rare and very much so needed by other individuals at this time. All right, and like your popularity, Spirit is saying your popularity isn't about attention. It's not about clout, okay? It's about the impact. It's about your impact, okay? Your talents, your gifts have a major impact on other individuals, okay? Have a major impact on the universe as a whole, okay? And Spirit says your presence is like not only activating other people. But I'm getting like, I'm like, especially with this new black moon, okay, we just had, I'm just getting really like shadow work, okay? Like all the work you have been putting in, the seeds you have been nurturing, all that soul work you have been doing, it has not gone unnoticed by the divine or under the other individuals that's watching you, because they see it's like progress. Okay, people have see a major difference from who you used to be. People have watched you cultivate and become something great. Okay, I'm getting like a mastermind. I'm also getting with your talents. I'm picking up on someone. You're showcasing your talents. You're in your divine calling. Okay. And
gotten around that you're a prophet or psychic or a high priest or high priestess of some sort, and the industry is definitely keeping an eye on you. They do want to either recruit you or use your gifts for their own uses. Some of them want to like assign you to a handler or something weird like that, and they want to oppress you. They're tired of you speaking. They want to put a muzzle on your mouth. They don't like the truth that you're spreading because it is awakening the people. It's causing pushback. The influx of protests going around partially has to do with what you've been doing. You're in a position of authority and you're causing the industry to like lose power. So the system that's used to abusing power is afraid of you getting fame and recognition, because you could ultimately expose the fact that they've been swindling the population. You could expose the fact that they're perpetrators. So they feel like, well, the only way to prevent this from happening is to recruit the viewer to work for us or to be under our branches. So some of you, they might offer you some sort of wealth. They might offer you some sort of inheritance, but this is so much smaller than what you're actually meant to do, because your life is destined for greatness. There's something that only you can do, a position that only you are assigned to, whether you're male or female. We do have the Empress and the Emperor here. So you are being surveillanced for your gifts, your knowledge, your wisdom, for who you are. So you can expect like stalking or like intimidation and confrontational tactics happening. Some of you, you've noticed this. Others of you, it's like the reptilians want to recruit you, or some sort of like predator species that's been like feeding off of human beings and had this tyrannical stance to play towards human beings, is the ones that are mostly threatened by you, because they can see that the world is awakening. They can see that the consciousness level of Earth is rising at a rapid pace, and the ones that have been controlling the planet are doomed to fail, or their time is running out. So some of you, they want you guys to be homeless. They want you guys to not have shelter, to be in an energy of like survival, to have to be in isolation. So some of you have been isolated from your communities, or just like had a ton of energy of being in isolation. And this actually taught you compassion and hope, and it made you get closer to yourself. Everyone that you encounter changes. You cause major endings and new beginnings in everyone's life that you come across. This is an ample gift that the industry needs, because people like you that could be influenced, you be able to influence the world in their favor. And this is why you're such a rebel. You're a rebel because you don't even listen. You don't feed into the lies. You don't feed into like the propaganda or the manipulation. You don't want to hear anything. You don't care about what's being offered to you. They want you because you're the bridge of the souls. You're the bridge that's connecting the 3D life to the spiritual life. You're basically a bridge, and people are aware of this. The industry is aware of this. Your family is aware of this. Your peers are aware of this. They know that you're weird and different, and they haven't really been able to explain why. And it's because your life, it's worth a ton. The resources that you're going to accumulate throughout your lifetime, it's going to make a big difference in the world, and people know this ahead of time. And you've managed a way to not be as stressed out as everyone else. You have brand new opportunities, and your future is bright. You have a very bright future. Your potential is limitless. People know this. And you also need to figure out a way to basically be adaptable. You've already done this. You're already adaptable. You're already reliable. So somebody reliable like you that is for sure going to get the job done, yeah, that's a threat. You're a once in a lifetime type of person, type of experience, type of love, and you figured out that small stuff does not matter. So you learn how to banish how to release, how to clear out clutter, how to shield yourself, how to cleanse, and you beat the devil in your life. So of course they want to recruit you to their side. It's like obvious. So yeah, nobody can keep you down unless you give in. You're refusing to listen to the conditioning, and as you should, because what you're meant to do in this lifetime, like, you have no idea. By the time you transition or pass away, this planet will be completely different. It will be a place of like hope and cornucopia and progression and love. You're basically building new earth, and you're part of the people that's like helping change the frequency of the planet. So yes, this long journey that you've been on, it's for a purpose, and you're going to be living lavishly. Your retirement is going to be way earlier than you expect. Some of you are already living comfortable, but continue to study, continue to learn, continue to be solid, because it's going to get you places where you're already being watched. This is how important you are. They're intimidated by the fact that you could change everything. You could expose, you could defund like major corporations. Yeah, that's what I'm.
Hello, collective. White Hat Earth Alliance. Patriot Update. Ready, Spirit? Spirit, speak. Hey, that song that I played, I did it yesterday, but then I had to change it up, so I'll probably share the same thing again. But when, all live, you're not alone, and Concrete Angel falls, we don't want that concrete angel to ever fall, because that concrete angel is Christ. He's solid as a rock. I keep saying this. He's our chief cornerstone, and he's not going to move for no one. We need to move for him, and it's a Me Too, You Too movement. So as we continue to deal in this, I cried out because I got served more papers. I got to be out of my house by September 2nd, and that's fine. That's not what I'm upset about. I'm upset about everybody's like, oh, where you going to go? I'm not worried about it. I was worried in a sense, but I'm like, wait, what am I doing? I know whatever it is that God needs, it's for the needs of whatever it is, and I'm okay with it. So, but what bothered me is, as I tried to get the sheriffs to help me, because I'm part of We the People, the sheriffs ignore me. But when it comes to having me served and having me deal with all these consequences that they should actually be helping me, well, then there's only a couple options left. And that option left me to Christ's options, spiritual laws options. And I don't know, what trumps the laws down here, if, we get that part of it, because I'm not worrying about these material things, because let me clear my throat. Let me clearly be. I'll clear out all of what this used to be. Cobweb time for my mind. It's happening for me. Parasiteless, wicked, sinful, soci, it's no T. T is truth. What makes one a master and what makes one a star? We think of Archangel Michael. Now there's a name by far. How about Gabriel, the messenger of God, telling us the ego is the fraud? Crossing River Jordans was the Israelites, keeping God their center in the spiritual fight. Well, then came Christ, and what he came to say, Father, it's done, so his children have a way. Let's talk about Jordan. He was topping his game, jumping through the air, we all know the name. Flying through the ether, just do it on his sneakers. Soaring like a bird, talent was absurd. What kind of bird could Jordan be? How about a rival? How about Larry? Celtics luck made big bucks. 33 was the number, put teams in a major slumber. 3-point caster, another star. Basket master by far. There's Ra. Another star, eye of the woods. Eye of the tiger, woods he see. Mastered his craft, best he could be. Call it a birdie, how about an eagle? Hole in one, how about a regal? A royal one, one for all. Christ's ways stops this fall. Here we are, to hear and see. TB12, Patriot he be, he never gave up. He had a full cup. Destiny to dynasty, he practiced with intensity. T is truth. Icicle, unglued. Wicked ones, after who? You think I'm alone? That's not true. Lone wolf picked up the phone, and what come through was the galactic crew. Light 'em up is what we do. What we say is children at play. Truth in the way is a must. Otherwise, it's back to dust. Dust in the wind, living in sin. But how we win? We sing to him. We are many, evil is few. Peace is coming, darkness through. Dark nights, Templar lights, final fight. Let's be upright, up in the sky. The galactic say hi. We don't need fame, we don't need fortune. All these lies, the ground is scorching. Fire starters, who we torching? Mother Gaia, she vibrates higher. One sire sets the tone. E.T. say, ouch, this is all our home, home. And to my mind business, now's the season. We will win this. Sons of Liberty took a shot, stood against evil, changed a lot. Going within to change the out. Demons might pout, scream or shout. Matrix is collapsing. We figured who out? One true master, sacrifice for who? All his love, long overdue. What we all owe to who? Prime creator, a space invader. The love and light makes us all right. We must stand tall and bat the ball over the wall. Can't play small. Gramasonic, Metatriptronic, Metatron says get along. Son of Man, it's a master's plan. It's in the script. Sure, I'm a fan. Micro Sun, Macro Sun, Jubilee Days, Golden Age is yet to come. The King will come. Stay up and blessed, we all are. I know I am. Peace. Hello, Collective. 1:43 p.m. on August 22nd, 2025. As you can see, we've got the Pleiadian message up there. I wanted to bring a message because I was yesterday after seeing the Rottweilers out in the Enchanted Forest, brought me kind of in my head. I was like missing my dog, but at least I know he's safe and he's still with us, you know. I was almost had to put him down because he was suffering, because I had heard, don't let him suffer like this anymore. But God sent in an earth angel to look after him, and I pray that one day I get him back. But besides that, I had a collective reader bringing a message that was put into my feed. And even though I was down and out, didn't want to really do much today, I didn't have to. I can just be in this present moment. But I realized I have a contract with the Most High. I know this because I sit still and I listen. And she come through saying, there's a song, we're not alone, you're not alone. And even though there's a few songs out there with that verse in the title, You're Not Alone, I thought of Olive, the house track, which I'm going to play. Olive, O-L-I-V-E. Mount Olive? Or is it A-L-L-L-I-V-E? All live. You can look at it either way. Olive, You're Not Alone. Listen to the words. Then I'm going to play Concrete Angel by Gareth Emery, Falls. It reminds me of like the Tower of Babel. So as we come down off our high horses, because we've all been there with pride and we're grounded, I think of people that still are high up in their egos. And I'm not talking to people in the gray matter. I'm talking the dark ops. The ones that really are stuck in the high egos trying to control the population. And then the third song I'm going to play is Strange World. And that has lyrics in it that I'll fill in if you can't hear it, but speaks about the science and the light and stuck in our heads. So let me play these tracks for you. If you want to still stay onto this station, that's what we're doing, is raising each other's vibration. The Concrete Angel.
In a way, it's all
Lord.
a matter of time. I will not worry for you. You'll be just fine. Take my thoughts with you, and when you look behind, you will surely see a face that you recognize. You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time. Open your mind. Surely it's plain to see. You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time for you. Open your mind. Surely it's time to be with me.
And these societies and cultures have been on and off this planet from the very beginning.
It is the distance that makes life a little hard. Two minds that once were close, now so many miles apart. I will not falter though, I'll hold on till you're home. Safely back where you belong. We'll see how our love has grown. You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time. Open your mind. Surely it's plain to see. You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time for you. Open your mind. Surely it's time to be with me. Wait till the end of time. Open your mind. Surely it's plain to see. You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time for you. Open your mind. Surely it's time to be with you. You're not alone. End of time. Open your mind. Baby, it's time to be with me. You're not alone. Wait till the end of time. Open your mind. Sure, it's time to be with me. You're not alone. Wait till the end of time. Open your mind. Open your time for me. Let me breathe you in and put the words in your mouth. Inside your shiver, the silent shouts so loud. I just want to stay around. Your heart beats, I promise I will let you down. Every song I write, it doesn't mean that I don't see that you don't try to shout. It's why you don't just speak. It makes me crazy when you're crazy. You don't speak. You think you know me, but what you know is empty.
conversions took place, and Earth became a place of duality. Certain frequencies felt like to because Earth is a frequency capable of turning. When the surge occurred, this entities fought space.
If you keep feeling, brick by brick, tower to tower, through I'll see you to the concrete angels. I will hurry away from the sun, but if I don't know who you are, soon there'll be nothing left to the concrete angels. If you keep building these walls, brick by brick towers so tall, soon I will see you alone to the concrete angel falls. I will hurry away from the sun, but if I don't know who you are, soon there'll be nothing left to the concrete angel falls.
Brick by brick, we built those towers. Sounds like the Tower of Babel to me. Till it falls. We don't want it to fall.
Is this our last chance to say all we have to say? I didn't hear inside ourselves, we live our lives afraid. So close your eyes and just believe in everything you're told. As in this land of life confusion, it's easy to give up control. Strange world, people talk and tell only lies. Strange world, people kill an eye for an eye. Strange world, dream one day we'll see the light. Strange world, believe in everything you'll realize.
And to connect the whole picture, the whole history. brain cells to click into being without your rational conscious mind.
This is the place where everything begins and ends again. No secrets left to find my seven-dead mission. Well, then we have wasted, kept us very well. When science now is sacred, who will save us from ourselves? Strange world, people talk and tell only lies. Strange world, people kill and hide for a night. Strange world, dream one day we'll see the light. Strange world, strange
These collective readers know, as do I, we volunteered to come here to change the direction of Mother Earth crying out. The cause and effect. What kind of effects are we causing by not listening to what our Creator has been saying from the get-go? It's in His words, and I humbly just share what, as many are, on what we've learned. And there'll be peace coming. Trump's up for a Nobel Peace Prize. We believe he will get it. And that's through God we trust. 1,000 years of peace. Who wouldn't want that? Only the dark ops. And darkness is lack of information,
Light is information, as the Pleiadians in this message said. I'll share this full clip again. It's 21 minutes long. The more you listen to it, the more you understand. And the Pleiadians are in the Bible. Amos 5:8, Job 9:9, and Job 38:31. So that's the message. Hope everyone's doing well as we raise in vibration, because Mother Gaia's got a Schumann resonance, and we continue to stand against the wickedness. And that's just the truth. So as we say, stay up, stay blessed, Ashe, and Amen. Peace. Hey, Collective, Spirit wanted me to play a track. Lift up the needle, play something else. And Spirit's being funny, you know. We have to change the station. We don't have to, but we should. We should change the station, which is the old program patterns. So instead of following the old worldly ways, we want to follow Christ's ways and God's words. And I'm humbly bringing these messages. And, so, you know, as Christ is our Lord and Savior, we turn to Him and we sit still and know, as in Psalms 46:10, sit still and know our God. So check this out. We'll play a couple of tracks. We'll see. Right? Oh, by the way, this is my third time trying this. So the neighbors are already talking about the music, like thumping, and I'm just trying to raise people's vibration. And I know they can't wait for me to get out. They're trying to evict me next week, and they'll probably be able to do that. But that's okay, because through Christ, through Him, all things hold together. Him, Hymn. And then if you put God right in the back of Son.G, Sun God. If you put God in the back of the Sun, Sun God. Get it? Or pull apart the OD, odd, and it's song. So SONG, song. Sing to Him. That's uplifted spirits. Ready? Here we go.
that song for, huh? Tell me, tell me, tell me, huh? Tell me.
Razor and Guido, Lift Up the Needle, and Fire It Up by Funky Green Dogs. Tell me those aren't classics. My neighbors are probably BS at me, so I'm going to tone it down and I'm going to say Ashe and Amen, and the best is yet to come. The kingdom will come. Peace.
There are multitudes of cultures and societies that exist throughout the vastness of space. And these societies and cultures have been on and off this planet from the very beginning. It is not just that we, the Pleiadians, have come to assist. We are only one grouping from one star system. There are many who have journeyed here for many reasons. The majority of the extraterrestrials are here for your upliftment, though there are also those who are here for other reasons. We give our version of things only to bring you into higher consciousness. We do not wish to say that this version and only this version is how it is. This whole teaching is designed with a great purpose in mind, and the stories that we tell you are set up to take you to a higher plane of consciousness. That is our intention. You are magnificent beings, members of the family of light, and you come to Earth at this time on assignment to create a shift, to make a change, to assist in the transition. You were told before you came here that there would be much assistance and that at different junctures of your development, different entities would present themselves upon the planet in different capacities to trigger you, fire you up, and remind you not to do it for you. We are one of those triggers, a catalyst. When you hear the name Pleiadians, you feel a connection because we are assisting you in bringing your own information, your own knowing forward. You yourself chose to be here. You are on assignment to bring memory forward and to bring the value of human existence back to the forefront of creation. You are needed. You have been in training for this assignment for lifetimes, and you did not come unprepared. All that you need to know now is inside of you, and it is your task to remember your training. This is not a lifetime when you are going to be taught new information. As we said before, this is the lifetime when you are going to remember what you already know, and we are just here to remind you of it. That is part of our assignment. Humanity is an experiment. Humanity has been designed, as has just about everything else that exists within creation. Prime Creator began experimenting with creation a long time ago in this universe for the purpose of greater self-exploration, self-gratification, and self-expression. Prime Creator brought energies and essences of life, extensions of itself, into this universe and endowed those extensions with the gifts that it had. Prime Creator said to these extensions of itself, "Go out and create and bring all things back to me." Earth was a beautiful place, located on the fringes of one of the galactic systems and easily reached from other galaxies. It was close to many way portals, the highways that exist for energies to travel throughout space. Some of the creator gods were master geneticists. The master geneticists designed various species, some human, some animal, by playing with the varieties of DNA that the sentient civilizations contributed to make Earth into this exchange center of information, this light center, this living library. The original planners of Earth were members of the family of light, beings who worked for and were associated with an aspect of consciousness called light. They designed a place where galaxies would contribute their information and where all would be able to participate and share their specific knowledge. Earth was to be a cosmic library, a place of incredible beauty that experimented with how information could be stored through frequencies and through the genetic process. The project of the living library on Earth was eventually fought over. During Earth's early history, there were wars in space for ownership of this planet. Skirmishes took place, and Earth became a place of duality. Certain creator gods who had the right to do whatever they wanted, because Earth is a free will zone, came in and took over. When the skirmish occurred, a certain group of entities fought in space and won the territory of Earth. These new owners did not want the native Earth species, the humans, to be informed of what took place. Uninformed, the species would be easier to control. That is why light is information and darkness is lack of information. These entities beat out light and Earth became their territory. These new owners who came here 300,000 years ago are the magnificent beings spoken of in your Bible, in the Babylonian and Sumerian tablets, and in texts all over the world. They came to Earth and rearranged the native human species. They rearranged your DNA in order to have you broadcast within a certain limited frequency band, whose frequency could feed them and keep them in power. They worked in their laboratories and created versions of humans with a different DNA, the two-stranded double helix DNA. The original DNA pattern was left within the human cells, yet it was not functional. It was split apart, unplugged. We, as Pleiadians, came back through time into what would perhaps be called our past. We came back in order to share a frequency with you, a frequency that each one of you has agreed to carry on this planet in order to change the DNA of the rearranged human race. Earth is assisting, in its own way, the evolution of the universe. It is where the plan begins to blossom, and what happens on Earth is going to affect many, many worlds. The creator gods who have been ruling this planet have the ability to become physical, though mostly they exist in other dimensions. They keep Earth in a certain vibrational frequency while they create emotional trauma to nourish themselves. There are some beings who honor life before everything else. And there are also beings who do not honor life, do not understand their connection to it. Who are these beings who came in and rent asunder the original plans for Earth? Who are these space beings we sometimes refer to as the dark t-shirts? These space beings are part human and part reptilian. We call them the Lizzies because we like to make things a little less emotional and a little humorous so that you don't take them so seriously and get so upset. We are not here to frighten you. We are here to inform you. They have fed off your emotions. One of the big secrets that has been kept from you as a species is the richness and wealth that accompanies emotion. You have been steered away from exploring emotion because through emotion you can figure things out. Your emotions connect you with the spiritual body. The spiritual body, of course, is non-physical, existing on the multidimensional sphere. Why are we telling you all this? Why do you need to know it? You need to know it because the Lizzie reality is re-entering and merging with your dimension. As you awaken to your history, you will begin to open your ancient eyes. These are the eyes of Horus, which see not through the eyes of a human being, but from the point of view of a god. They see the connectedness and purpose of all things, for the ancient eyes are able to see into many realities and to connect the whole picture, the whole history. All of this is to be felt. Allow your brain cells to click into being without your rational conscious mind wanting to define things down to the most minute detail. This experience involves raising a feeling inside yourself and then one day, at one moment, in one afternoon, having an overwhelming sense of knowing. Having a composition of 1,000 pages long come alive in 5 seconds of divine ecstasy. Before you came into the body, all of you committed to designing events that would fire your codings or blueprints, that would activate your memories. Then you came into the body and you forgot. All of you have had your blueprints and codings fired to some extent because you understand that there is a divine purpose or divine plan that you are a part of. You hold the history of the universe within your physical body. What is occurring upon the planet now is the literal mutation of your physical body, for you are allowing it to be evolved to a point where it will be a computer that can house this information. The firing of the codings and the realization of your identity are going to become phenomenally intense. The reason for this is the evolving DNA. When you have 12 helixes of DNA in place, those helixes will begin to plug into the 12 chakra system. The 12 chakras are vortex centers loaded with information that you must be able to translate. You have to become super beings in whatever reality you enter because, as members of the family of light, the branch of renegades, this is your forte. As members of the family of light, you know the inside scoop. You come as ambassadors to make realities merge and become more informed within themselves so that everyone involved can release fear and become uninhibited. As you grow and come to these higher realms of recognition, you will break through what feels like cement blocks, layers of yourself that have held you down. Think of the frequency that has limited the human experiment as a radio station. The human experiment has had one radio station on for 300,000 years. Same old tunes. The human experiment was unable to turn the dial and hear a different band, so the same frequency was broadcast. This created a quarantine, a sealing off of this planet. The creative cosmic rays sent by Prime Creator and the original planners pierce through this frequency shield. They bombard Earth. However, they must have someone to receive them. Without a receptacle, these creative cosmic rays would create chaos and confusion. You, as members of the family of light, come into this system to receive these rays of knowledge. You then disseminate the knowledge, the new lifestyle, and the new frequency to the rest of the population to alter the entire planet. The ultimate tyranny in a society is not control by martial law. It is control by the psychological manipulation of consciousness through which reality is defined so that those who exist within it do not even realize that they are in prison. They do not even realize that there is something outside of where they exist. We represent what is outside of what you have been taught exists. It is where you sometimes venture and where we want you to dwell. It is outside of where society has told you you can live. What we want more than anything else is to assist you, as members of the family of light, to succeed in liberating the humans. Focus on the dance of yourself. To what tune will you dance, and to what magic will you perform, and to what heights will you be willing to push consciousness to give it a new definition of possibilities? Members of the Bringers of the Dawn or Family of Light work in teams. You don't go into systems alone. You need each other to do this work because you cannot hold the frequency by yourself. By going in as teams, you increase the odds of successfully carrying out the plan. You are like rays and light spirals of the central sun that are very intelligent, and you are guided by a great intelligence inside the central sun. The members of the family of light are much more than human. Characteristically, you are supreme achievers in the multidimensional realm. One applies for a position in the multidimensional realm as a member of the family of light. If you were to have a business card printed up for yourselves when you are in full memory of your identity, it would say something like, Renegade member of Family of Light, Systems Buster, available for altering systems of consciousness within the free will universe, on call. We speak to you as if you are not human, because to us, you are not. To us, you are members of the family of light, and we know your multidimensional selves. We speak to you about dealing with humans because it is your assignment to integrate with them, soothe them, and awaken a spark of light within them so that they are not all destroyed, and so that this place can house a new species in a new realm of activity. Our final words include a thank you to all of you who recognize the light source that is a part of your identity and that moves you to follow the silent whispers that echo down the golden spirals through the corridors of your own being. We honor you, we recognize you, and we are here to assist you. We are all here as the family of light to bring that choice and that freedom to evolve back onto this planet. Family of light. Wake up.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order.
We have the power. We just need to take it back from this level of division, apartness, can'tness, to isness, I amness. I am all that is, ever has been, and ever will be-ness.
Some people might not know exactly who the Pleiadians were.
They're here to rescue the human beings who are being enslaved on this planet and forced into a paradigm of a super oligarchy.
This is the level of the transformation. This is the level of the revolution, if you want to call it that. It's not guns, it's consciousness.
What a mind job. So you're here to save the world. What do you say to something like that?
In order to walk among us, they disguised their appearance by cloning human flesh and wearing reptilian skin. I thought everyone here was up to speed. The visitors didn't just get here. They've been here for years.
This completion has been heralded by many for eons. What happens on Earth now will affect the entire universe.